Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's managed to get rid. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Hernes. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Hazard. He is through here. Pass somewhat off target. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting... Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
For it. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Ups for safety. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Hernes charging forward, the ball at his feet. Lahm looking to hit the byline here. He's had a shot!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. That ball looks a good one. Oh, good take in a good area. He's having a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And it's Seedorf. Thinks about the shot, takes a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Arsenal have their second corner now. Lahm goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has a look out. Marcelo. That's good play. Played in. Terrific effort! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Knocks it into space. And he can clear it away.
Arsenal really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Seedorf powering forward here. Vieira going forward, and they can counter here. Messi. Half an hour played now. Seedorf. Ernest. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now, can they get him away? That could have... Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Lam. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, looking for the run. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Yeah. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ibrahimovic ploughing through the middle. That's very neat. Space for him to turn and look. And here's Seedorf.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's gone backward here. And a chance! It's bounced back off the post. And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Arsenal come in leading by just the odd goal.
Hello attendees, this
I think
is a
on the whole the team
children
linked up very
announcement.
well and has been
Please keep your
organised,
eyes on your
hence their
children
position.
during the
They
match
can
at all
afford to be a
times.
little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Arsenal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're off again. Arsenal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Ernest was in no mood for any of that. Marcelo. Now Mbappe. And this is Ibrahimovic. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He has found a way through. Messi supplying the width on this right-hand side. Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. Some resolute defending there. Ibrahimovic. That's a little off target.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Seedorf. Seedorf.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Arsenal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's Vieira. Tries one from range! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner.
Number 20, Ibrahimovic.
Getting up there!
Number 14.
Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
On the field, number 9, Ito. Number 10, Bale. Number 4, Hazard. Substitution.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That is ended up in no man's land.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Bale. Now it's Hazard. Lahm has it out wide and in space. And this is Bale. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He can run onto that. Now there's a fine ball. No foul, says the referee. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's run loose here. And this is Bale. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he's not getting his way this time. Seedorf being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
It's not an especially... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Nesta with the clearance. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Paris Saint-Germain get their fourth
Seedorf.
corner.
Coming on to replace him is number 42, Toure. Substitution in progress.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a tidy finish. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Araujo. Vieira. Lam finding himself in space.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That is good strength. Rooney. Oh, what a ball! Oh, this looks sharp. And time is up. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Hernes. Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
It was Zlatan show. Chance! Goal! Arsenal! That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Crosses it in. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Araujo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That is good progress on the left. Throw it. Ferdinand. Well, they've got it again. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. The referee's awarded a free kick. There's a quick free kick. And it's Cruyff. Driving through the... Cruyff! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinned.
Takes a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain leading now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ibrahimovic, always goal side, and he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Araujo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Hazard, and here's Cruyff. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hazard. And here's Ibrahimovic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's on it, can he? There's the shot! And the ball's come loose here. And again! Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Now it's Mbappe. That's a good foray he's making. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ibrahimovic. And a chance! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21.
Paris Saint-Germain get the second half started.
Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Coming on the field, number 17, Aubameyang. Number
Well,
18,
it's absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these...
Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Pressing high and with purpose. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's managed to get rid.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ernest needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, perfectly measured that. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the shot! And he's stuck it away! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 22.
Paris Saint-Germain drag themselves back again.
Coming on
This
the
is
field,
exactly the kind of
number
contest you'd
4,
expect when you have so much class from
Number
both sides.
42,
The next goal is going to be
Toure.
so significant.
Substitution in progress.
Nesta. Messi. This is a promising build-up. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Shot a goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! What a turn of events! We have a match here, all right. It is an epic. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Cafu shows great strength. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Del Piero. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pullet. Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time. He's going for goal! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Paris Saint-Germain look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
It's just beyond his reach. And it's Yaya Toure. Looking for the run. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game.